What is your favorite Black privilege?
What is your favorite thing about being Black?
Sometimes I forget that I'm a Black American woman.
So let's dive into today's video. We'll be talking about Black privileges, but before we dive into that, let's try to define racial privilege first. What does it mean? Black privilege, racial privilege. So there are also white privileges. So let's define racial privilege generally. By definition, racial privilege refers to the advantages and benefits that individuals receive solely based on their racial background. It is important to also note that racial privilege does not imply that all members of a particular racial group automatically enjoy this benefit, nor does it mean that individuals without racial privileges do not experience hardship or challenges. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and if you've been watching me for a while and you've not subscribed, kindly consider subscribing today. I hope you love the content.
Privilege is characteristically invisible to people who have it. White people often believe that they have earned the privileges that they enjoy, or that everyone could have access to those privileges if they just worked hard enough.
So let's start the conversation right now. She's the one who started the thoughts. Let's listen to the whole thought that she has, before we dive into the rest.
What is your favorite Black privilege?
Mine is that I can't get lice. The superiority complex it gives me to know that some people just have bugs crawling in their hair and I am genetically immune to that. Chef's kiss. But I do have a question if you ever had lice. What is it like? Can you like feel them crawling in there, or is it just like you know they're there but you can't feel it? Also, how do you get rid of it? I'm very curious.
I had to think about this for a minute because right away I said the beauty. Black people are fucking gorgeous. I love us. We are so... But then I thought, it's our genius. I mean, our instinct to transform and survive is beyond anything that I keep unraveling how much we evolve as a people. But then in the end, I realize it's the bloodline. That's our privilege. It's the bloodline. Our ancestors are our privilege. They work so fucking hard for us. And it's this bloodline that continuously wants to survive and evolve. And it has purpose. It has a mission. And so the ancestors, that's our privilege. That's the privilege I have. And I hope others realize that's the privilege they have.
My favorite Black privilege is when I went to a Starbucks and I ordered something and paid. And before I left, I got some napkins and put it in my pocket. I was about 17 and the manager followed me out the store and told me to empty my pockets because she knew I stole from the store. I thought it was a joke. I said, "Are you serious?" She said, "Yes." I emptied my pockets and all that was in there was some napkins and a pencil because I just got out of school. The part where the privilege comes in is she apologized. She said sorry. So thanks for that.
My favorite Black privilege is when you're in the store and you need help, there's always someone right there next to you. Always, from the minute you enter the door, there's someone who's gonna be following you in every aisle to make extra sure they help you. And then there's another person who just passes casually, looking at you from the side eye to make sure you don't need anyone to help you. Oh, I love it. Guys, being Black is a privilege.
Number one. When I'm shopping, specifically at Olive Youngay, I never have to look for someone to help me. Like, I don't have to find someone working because I always have a personal shopping assistant following behind me or following on the side of me from aisle to aisle. And that's a privilege because I never have to look for anyone. I can just turn to the side and be like, "Hey, where's blah, blah, blah?" Boom. Number two, most important, I am a fucking celebrity, okay? If you are Black in Korea, you are a celebrity. Everyone wants a picture. Everyone wants to talk to you, hang out, touch you. I am a celebrity. On Mondays, I'm Michelle Obama. Tuesdays, Rihanna. Wednesday, Beyonce. Thursday, I'm Oprah. By Friday, I don't remember who I am, bitch. I just know I'm that bitch.
So my favorite thing about Black privilege is that there's always 24/7 protection by the police. They're everywhere, always watching me. I love it. Hey, officer.
The first one is that whenever I'm driving, cops always pull me over, just to see how my day was, just to check my license, my tags, make sure nothing's expired, make sure that there's no suspicious activity in the car, because, somebody might sneak into my car and scare me. That's terrifying. And then the second one is that whenever I'm walking on a sidewalk, people tend to cross the street so that I can have my own sidewalk. It's the most beautifulest thing. It's like laying out the red carpet. Okay, and that's that privilege, baby. You feel me? Lay out that red carpet, baby. No cap.
That's easy though. My favorite black privilege is being able to travel throughout the world and not be considered American. I mean, really think about that. The racism runs so deep and has been so widely propagated that people can't see me outside of the country and possibly associate me with the country where I was born. It's kind of lit though. I'm definitely not complaining. Get to just roam freely, seemingly non-threatening, get treated better outside of the country than I do inside the country. International minority things.
It's when I go to a major department store and everyone's so eager to help you. I mean, from the moment you walk in the door, they're asking, can I help you? And you're like, no, I know what I'm looking for. Okay, fine. As you start walking up and down the aisles, there'll always be someone in that aisle to ask you, are you okay? Can I help you? No, I'm fine. I know what I'm looking for. Okay, great. And as you start walking by, you can look up the aisle. There'll be that one person walking by casually. You'll make contact, lean back and look at you, and you wave at them. And yes, okay, they're there to ensure that you don't need any help. In case you do, they will be right there. Oh, and let's say you do happen to lose them somewhere by mistake. Do not worry. Security's been watching on the cameras all along and will relay this on their walkie-talkies and what aisle to find you to assist you. And then when you do find that product, let's say it's under glass and they have to bring a key. Okay, they will open it up for you, but don't worry about it. You'll be able to glance at the object and they will escort it up to the front for you. You don't even have to carry your own merchandise. That is so great. And then once you're finally paying on your way out, after you've made all your purchases and whatnot, there will be that one individual at the door there to check your receipt to ensure that you were not overcharged and that you had a great shopping experience.
What is your favorite thing about being Black?
The fact
No matter what city or country I am in, people are well aware of Black American culture. I got a few examples. So a few months ago, I was skiing in France with a Black ski group, and it was primarily with Londoners. And one night we were talking about the TV shows that we watched growing up, and people were like, yeah, like I watched The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, like light skin or dark skin and Viv. And then on a different trip, I was in Marseille, France, and my Uber driver was telling me how much he loved Jay-Z. American culture is super prominent in other countries because Black people make up what is trendy and can be super creative in our movies, in our music, in our TV, in everything. People know Black culture. Now, that doesn't mean that I feel at home when I travel, but it's pretty crazy that you can go just about anywhere in the world and someone will know a Black musician, a Black actor, any Black athlete. Now, they will affiliate it with American culture, but we all know that Black people are the backbone of everything that is trendy, everything that is making money, everything that is blowing up on the internet and in person.
Sometimes I forget that I'm a Black American woman. Let's talk about it. So, yes, I know I'm Black, but being an American expat living outside the US, your race comes like second, if not third, to your nationality. And I didn't get that experience until I went to study in Israel, and people just saw me as this American student. And then when I got my first teaching job, I was this American English teacher in Bangkok. And in every single country that I lived in, it's like, you're American, you're a woman, and then maybe your race. And I feel like here in Serbia, which is like the least racist country in the world, against Black people, because there are different groups here that may experience racism, not the American style type of racism, but Serbia, for me, and what I've learned when I first came here in 1804, in their constitution, it said any enslaved person that enters this territory is a free man or free woman. So And that was during a time where colonialism was up and thriving, and many of these European countries had their colonies, but Serbia didn't. So another thing I learned in Serbia is that in the 50s and 60s, many African students have come to study here. And even till this day, many people from around the world come to study medicine, dentistry, architecture, because they have really great institutions here. So what does that have to do with blackness or anti-blackness? As a black woman in Serbia, a lot of people ask me, like, how do you feel? Or other black people, like, is it safe? And I'm like, this is probably the best place to be, a black person, because I'm not constantly reminded of that I'm black, and having that American privilege is very real. So it's easy to forget that unless I'm like with my Serbian friends or with others that are of international backgrounds. I'm just an American, and I love that, and I think that's very beautiful. Is colorism a thing? I don't think so here. When I lived in Asia, colorism, yes, for many Asians, it's a reality. However, being black here, and obviously I have privilege because I'm slim, what's going on? I think it's a wedding. I'm slim and I'm relatively attractive, but being a black woman here, I feel no racism or discrimination, and when I see people saying anti-blackness is a global problem, not here in Serbia. So if you're a black person, I would say come to Serbia.
Yeah, as we conclude the video, for background, I would also want to mention something. Black people are the only people on the planet who ever had to fight for the right to exist. So there's a decree, there's something that was written that from today we consider black people as human beings, because they are not recognized as black and as human beings. So there's a lot of stereotype that is around blackness. Whenever people see a black person, there's that stereotype that is like, oh, dangerous people. So they would always want to protect themselves from black people so that they don't get into danger, so something that is so repeated here is people, it would be very beneficial if, or let me say meaningful, if you speak of black privilege and you look at every black individually, than wrapping them in that belief that they're dangerous and you need to protect yourself from them whenever they appear, you're unsafe. So there's a lot, but it's also depend with where you are. There are also places like Serbia, these places that the ladies have just described here, South Korea, where being black is not really a big deal. You're black and they see you as a human being. So that's it. That's what I had to say about this video. I don't know what's your thought on this, but I think there is need for improvement if we speak of black privilege. Kindly don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, don't forget to leave your thoughts. Goodbye for now. I appreciate that you spent your precious time with me. I don't take for granted the fact that you are spending your precious time with me, guys. Goodbye for now.